Hi there, everybody. Good time zone to you all. The date is the 16th of May, 2023. I always have to think about the month. And we're back with another live commentary video. I think this is the 8th live commentary video that I've been doing. So that means another $5 dues inside the Boomer Fund. Because by my 30s, your boy Wayne Walker will be the next Chet Baker. Or at least I'll work towards it. At least that's the goal. But if not, then hey, at least I got some extra money for my 30s. Let's go. But hey, so what's been new with me recently? I did say this on stream yesterday, and I think I did say something about this on Twitter and my Discord. But recently, I got my COVID booster shot. Specifically, I got it I got it yesterday. Oh, that was pretty bad of me. I got my COVID booster shot yesterday, and surprisingly, it's not been too bad, at least the side effects. But here's the but here. Oh man, my left arm, so that's my injection arm, is so stiff. It's actually so incredibly stiff. On the bright side though, I looked at myself in the mirror today. You know, before I was going to take a shower, I looked at myself in the mirror, and not going to lie, there was something about that vaccine that made my left arm, specifically the shoulder area, kind of bulky. I don't know, why haven't I been taking COVID vaccines weekly? Oh my god, for real though. My left shoulder compared to my right shoulder is looking really nice. And the only thing that I can think about is the vaccine. Like, I haven't been doing any other exercises or any lifting in my left side in particular. I think I could be wrong there, but my hypothesis at the moment is that the vaccine made my left shoulder kind of buff. Ayo. But yeah, so sorry, that's a bit of a strange update. But today on this episode, I've been thinking about this on and off lately, right? I've been thinking about this on and off, and I think it's something that I do want to mention on this into live commentary series. I want to talk about character design for a bit, and also just mention my beloved, one of my favorite pieces of media at the moment, Dungeon Meshi. So a bit of a rundown. Dungeon Meshi is a Japanese manga, and before some of you guys go, "Ugh, weeb," wait, hear me out here. Dungeon Meshi is very much inspired by Western tabletop RPGs or Western fantasy, such as Dungeons and Dragons, you know. And I feel as though the great thing about Dungeon Meshi is, not gonna lie, how unlike a manga it feels at times, you know. Because I think when people think about anime, right, especially non kind of anime or manga consumers, they think constant fan service or just really terrible tropes. Of course, there's obviously, even in Western media, there are terrible tropes, but Dungeon Meshi doesn't really have that. In fact, on this fan service side of things, I think the only time when there's fan service is for like the male dwarf character named Senshi. And I think that's only done in like the rare occasion, mainly for like actual comedy purposes, or a one of those like chapter introduction spreads, you know. So yeah, but anyway, Dungeon Meshi is also going to get animated. Apparently there's going to be a teaser coming out tomorrow or maybe later today, which I'm pretty surprised about. So the anime may be coming out maybe sometime in the later half of this year, maybe early next year. I'm not too sure, but it's being animated by Studio Trigger, the guys who did Cyberpunk, the guys who did Kill la Kill, the guys who did Panty Stocking, which is a very, not gonna lie, okay, don't get me wrong, they're incredible at animation, right? But it's a very just, wow, it's such an interesting choice for Studio Trigger to pick it up. But I'm super excited though, and I'm genuinely very happy that such a talented studio is picking up Dungeon Meshi. But anyway, sorry, back to character design though, right? Back to character design. One of the things that I love about Dungeon Meshi's character design is that not only does the series, obviously it being fantasy, it has a lot of races. So humans, halflings, gnomes, dwarfs, elves. There's even like a ogre/cat person. Very minor spoilers there. Gominasoi. But the great thing about Dungeon Meshi is that it just has very, very distinct character silhouettes, or just kind of like TF2 in a way, right? Kind of like TF2, it has a very, very distinct. Each character has a very distinct silhouette, and on top of that, while the character design itself is more, or especially the clothing that they wear, right, or the armor that they wear, or the equipment that they have, is more so form over function. Hold on, one sec. Come on, die, 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 die. While it's definitely more form over function, it's still like it still has a lot of thought into it, right? It takes into account the person's backstory as well as their I guess their kind of style of fighting, right, or their role in the group. So, for example, Laius, one of the main characters called Laius, he's a human, right? He's a human. If you had to kind of stick a class to him, he'd definitely be the warrior. And because he's like the main person in the group who does the fighting, at least the physical fighting, he has a very top-heavy silhouette, I guess, right? He has some very bulky armor on top, but on the bottom he has, I think, chainmail and a bit of trousers as well. It's a very, very distinct design. And for his little neck armor, right, or his little neck piece, it's very, very. I can't say too much about it because it will kind of go into spoiler territories. But there's a purpose there. There is a purpose there, and I guess you could say one of them, right? I guess this isn't too spoilery, but one of the purposes of his neck mantle, which has like a little, how do I say this? You know where the mouth is? It's a bit it's missing a bit of. It's like the mouthpiece is kind of open, right? And the reason for that is obviously so he can communicate to his team members efficiently, so they can see his lip movement. Because in the team, there is a halfling and a dwarf, and they're obviously more on the shorter side, right? They have a short stature, so it's like that little nice detail that I really like about Dungeon Meshi. But it's very simple, but very form over function, but at the same time, so well thought out and so damn beautiful. That's what I really like about Dungeon Meshi's character designs. But then, on the other hand, of character design, you have a lot of more, I guess you could say wild, or of more, how do I say this, aesthetic designs. So, as said before, right, Studio Trigger. Studio Trigger has a ton of very, very flashy designs. You just need to look at Kill la Kill, right? You straight up just need to watch or look at Kill la Kill and be like, whoa, okay, character design, okay. Wow, that is very, very eccentric, you know? And on top of that, of course, I haven't watched it myself, but I know that Cyberpunk Edge Runners has a lot of great, very, I don't know what the right word to say. I was going to say modern, but I think there's a better way to put it. Like maybe modern dystopian, very bright, how do you call it again? So I don't know if this is the right word to say, but very hype beast kind of fashion, because it's like this big cyberpunk city, right? And typically in cyberpunk franchises or settings, people do dress very, very stylistically. You know, they're very, very styling. So I think that's a great example of Studio Trigger as a great kind of place. So a great kind of animation studio who has a ton of very eccentric animation designs. Also character designs. But on the flip side, also no. So sort of in the same category, you have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's right, I mentioned it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, is that a JoJo reference? Wow, Speedwagon, most wholesome boy. Am I right, guys? Ho ho. But sorry, I say that, but I straight up am. I really love JoJo. I really do like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I still haven't read JoJo Leon fully, or JoJo Line, so I don't know how to say it exactly. But I do know that there is a new series, a new part of JoJo that has been released. Not the anime, but just the manga, right? The manga by Araki, I believe his name is. But also, sorry, I just like to say as well, I'm really excited for Steel Ball Run to be animated. Because that manga series that JoJo part is incredible. It's a work of art. It was a good luck to them drawing horses running, because apparently that's one of the hardest things to animate ever. But on the other side, right, you have JoJo, and JoJo is especially the later designs. JoJo is very, very flamboyant, I'd say, right? JoJo has some incredibly flamboyant character designs. Especially in the later parts, as I said. All you need to do is look at some, I think it's like part, I think part 3 onwards, and the designs get more and more flamboyant. I think one of the great JoJo... I think one of my favorite JoJo designs, in my opinion, is definitely from Steel Ball Run. I believe his name is... Sorry, it's been a while since I read Steel Ball Run or consumed any content about it. But I think his name is Gyro, right? I think his name is Gyro, maybe Zeppeli. His color scheme is like purple and green. He has like long blonde hair. Oh, and also, very interestingly as well, I forgot what you call them, but he has those... he has golden teeth, right? He has golden teeth where I'm pretty sure he has his name ingrained in them, which is kind of like a extremely bold and flashy character design choice from Araki's end. But it's so good though. That man has a knack for character design. And it also, shows in some of the collaboration works that he's done. I'm pretty sure that Araki has not only done work for the Olympics, for the advertising / marketing, right? I think it was like maybe it was like the Winter Olympics, like way back. But I think more recently. Maybe not this year or last year. But I do know that Araki has done some work with actual big fashion brands, such as... I think he did a collab with Gucci. I'm pretty sure that Araki did a collab with Gucci. And yeah, I don't know, even just in like even just in the silhouettes and the frames of some of his more recent characters, you can tell that he takes a lot from high fashion or like high-end fashion. He really takes a lot from there. It's really, really interesting seeing his process. Oh, so that's nice. All right, after this run, we'll end the video. Because, man, 10 minutes flies so damn fast when you're playing Devil Daggers. Or when you're just, talking about character design, or what else do I talk about in my live commentary videos? Sound and stuff, But, oh man, but okay, I guess I should finish off by saying, so what does Wayne himself think is good in a character design? Well, I think it shouldn't be, in my personal opinion, there's nothing wrong with a simple character design. For example, nearly anything in classic One Punch Man, the webcomic, or Mob Psycho, right? Very amazing, simple character designs that stand out. Especially Reagan, people... Well, Reagan is loved for a reason, because he's a very charismatic con man, right? Reagan has a great, simple design. But at the same time, right, you don't want it to be too simple. Like, I don't know, I guess you could say a stick man. But at the same time, you don't want it to be too complex. Because especially if, you want people to draw your work or whatnot, or if you want people to draw fan art, I think having a completely, let's say a character with 16 layers of clothing on, and all these small accessories, don't get me wrong, could be beautiful to admire, but when it comes to actually drawing themselves, oh my god, that might be a lot of work, I should say. That could be a lot of work. But I'm not an artist myself, so I could be wrong about that. If there's any artists who are watching this, please let me know what you think. But what else do I like? I guess you could say as well that when it comes to a character, I think what also matters most is what they're trying to convey, right? What the artist is trying to convey, or what the central theme of the character is. For example, if we're talking about VTubers here, I think that Calliope Mori, she's supposed to be the Grim Reaper's, I think, apprentice, right? Or initially, on debut, she was the Grim Reaper's apprentice. I think she's got promoted. I think in her lore she got promoted. But I think her design really, really shows that off, Not just with her, the silhouette and the very regal, yet obviously, how do I say this? So for lack of a better word, death-related color palette of red, black, and pink with her hair especially, right? That's like a really nice thing that makes the color pop. And on top of that, of course, she has, even though it's an accessory, she does have a huge scythe, like a Grim Reaper scythe as well. I think that's really cool. I think that's a genuinely really nice touch. But if you're looking for, I guess, Gijinka stuff, but okay, even though it's Gijinka stuff, it's great. I think if you're also looking for character designs that are amazing. So I was leaning back a bit. Sorry, because I'm just checking my Twitter real quick. I had them opened up actually a while ago, but there is this Korean artist called Rino Tuna. So RINOTUNA. And I think what they're really well known for is doing Gijinka artworks of random things, like animals, insects, or even inanimate objects. Oh, sorry, I should clarify. Gijinkas are basically human forms of inanimate objects or animals or insects, whatever. He has so much good character designs for these that he just comes up by himself. I think it's a he. For example, he's done like a strawberry Gijinka. He's like a strawberry design. So he turned a strawberry into an anime girl, and he looks great. He's done a human design for I believe it's an Egyptian crocodile. It's like this really buff, gritty looking older man who looks like he's part of like a biker gang. His designs are incredible. I would highly recommend you check them out if you want to kind of see what's great about a character design. Because, admittedly, again, I'm not an artist, right? I'm not an artist, so I wouldn't know too much about character design. Even though I didn't draw it myself, but I did come up with the concept of myself, Wayne, as a Napoleonic magpie Gijinka. But regardless, sorry, I won't talk too much long about that. Maybe I'll talk about character design in a future episode as well. Or maybe like a standalone video, because I do want these videos to be a bit shorter. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Again, today is the 16th of May, 2023. My name is Wayne Walker, and $5 more will be going into the Boomer Fund. Right. I hope you have a great day. Right. Peace. Bye-bye.